you gotta get real deep in there. Have you ever just like ever, just thought of like just driving off into the woods and just going all the way up somewhere that a sunrise is just like popping out, and while the moment you're just enjoying just being there, out of nowhere a bear shows up, but he doesn't retaliate. At the same time, he's enjoying the same moment as you do, and he just sits down as well while you're just enjoying the sunset view, and you're just reflecting with this bear out of nowhere, and you're just enjoying the moment, just reflecting on your life, and so is this bear, whatever he's going through. And so the sun passes through, and then you just leave, and then you just tell the bear, "Hey, man, you take care out there." And the bear looks at you, and he goes, "Roar," because bears don't talk. That's pretty much it. Bears.
I was about to say, why does the bear bark?
Yeah, he gets it. Mm-hmm.
No, but I have wanted to go into the woods and just at night, and it's dark at night, and I just want to be in the woods, running or something happen,
See what happens.
Might get killed, but it's okay.
See what it's like to be in a movie,
I'm like being in the dark.
Maybe someone's gonna be chasing you.
All right. Well, you guys would just rather enjoy the cryptid side of woods, while I just want to enjoy the sunset view.
Right? Yeah. No, true. It's nice.
It's pretty divided here. It's pretty understandable. Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, enough about that. Hi guys, welcome to the Strangers Podcast. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, good day. Oh shoot, I just realized there was an anagram I made. Did I really tell it? I don't know if I did.
An anagram?
Yeah, an anagram to say all the, like, how you say good morning, evening, and night. I think I told this way already, but I might as well say it again. That instead of just saying like any of those, you just put them all together and just say good men, because morning, evening, and night, they all spell men of the first letters. So you would just say good men. It covers all your options, so you don't have to worry about it. This is mostly for someone who streams. But
I wonder if you could do that with food. Sometimes I just eat one meal a day, and I'm like, okay, this is my breakfast. Wait, no, it's not my breakfast. It's my lunch. No, wait, it's dinner.
Oh,
if only you could do it with all of them.
Oh, breakfast, dinner, and lunch. Oh no, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Why did I say breakfast, dinner, and lunch? like dinner goes first, lunch. Like, yeah, after I go to bed, a good sandwich sounds nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. No, it just wouldn't sound right. I was like, because it would just be BLD. That's just
BLD.
Like, I had a good BLD. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Well, there's only, the only combination is just brunch. What are the other combinations? What would it be, like? Binner or breakfast, or for lunch, dunch, or what was it?
Lunch and dinner.
I want some linner. Give me some linner.
Sounds like you're asking for someone. Give me some linner.
Give me some linner. Someone out there has probably figured it out. Just have a competition for foods of like linner or like dunch, whatever.
There is brunch, which is just breakfast and lunch.
Yeah, that's like the only.
Okay, I have a question though. Do you guys prefer just regular breakfast and regular lunch, or do you guys like brunch? Do you enjoy having breakfast not only in the morning, but during
for lunch,
in the middle of the night, the middle of the day, and at night?
Like a preference instead of just other dinner, like.
Because I know there's people that don't like breakfast at lunch. They don't like brunch. They don't like. I don't know how to explain it.
I wanted to lump it all together.
Yeah.
They just don't like breakfast. They just prefer the lunch part. personally.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you
Um,
okay? What do you guys prefer? Because me personally, I love breakfast at any time of the
breakfast.
day.
Oh
Honestly.
yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, I would say I'm mostly into like breakfast, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to really say what. I mean, I don't know. What's something you could classify as lunch? Because lunch I feel like is such a light meal of some sorts. It's like to just get you through the day, but what is literally lunch supposed to be? Because I feel like if I think about lunch, I think about sandwiches, and we kind
Yeah,
of just
lunch
got
is more
bored of
like
sandwiches. Hmm.
yeah, sandwiches, like BLTs
Yeah,
and things.
a very light meal, not something heavy. Because like breakfast and dinner, they have like a lot of heavy meals,
Yeah,
like a freaking pancakes, eggs, and hash browns, or like a freaking burger with fries.
yeah.
But lunch, what we got? Salad or sandwich. Did I say sandwich twice? I blanked out there for a sec.
Sandwich.
Cause yeah, I just have no idea what could I classify as anything as lunch. Just mostly a sub. That's it. But
Yeah,
honestly, like I'm pretty tired of sandwiches. I've had so much for like a whole year.
so
So yeah,
much
I would prefer.
sandwiches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cause
Really?
like when was it? I think it was either my last year or my junior year of high school. I decided to just not have any school, like eat anything from the school. I don't know why. Mostly, I feel like it's because, like, in those schools, they have a code that you're supposed to put in, and I forgot. And I was such a shy person that I just didn't want to ask, what was my code? So I was just like, you know what? Let's just eat sandwiches, cause why not? And yeah, I did that for a whole year. Um, like, I don't know what it is. I think the freshness of a sandwich is very tough to maintain because like the moment you make it, of course it's fresh, but like when you keep it contained in a sandwich box, it's just like somehow the flavors just taste terrible. I don't know why. I always get that feeling because like at first I think I was okay with it, and then I started notice there was a change in flavor. Like something about this sandwich feels wrong, as in if it was contained for way too long. Um, And I was like,
Oof.
you know what, it's fine. You know, it's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. And then I don't know. It was like that for a long, like just a whole year of school. And then eventually, at some
Mm.
point, my mom she would not have lettuce, so instead of like lettuce, she would just put spinach in my sandwiches, which honestly is a weird taste for her sandwich. I mean, I don't hate spinach. Don't get me wrong. I think spinach is great by itself, at least. In a sandwich, it don't belong there. I'm sorry. It's just like it don't belong with the ham and cheese. Nuh-uh. It don't mix right with me. It's like I want to say called black flavoring. What are you doing, Kani? Kani just broke into my room and jumping on my bed. What do you want? Stop! I'm doing a show. You no, you cannot to be part of this. Anyways, so yeah. Um, lunch no. Breakfast yes. Sorry, I don't know why I went into a long tangent just to get to my answer. You just, I, you guys ever do that where like someone asks you a question and then somehow that connects to a story that you remember, like a memory was hidden, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember this. Somehow it just randomly is like, you know what, I'll just tell the story or something.
Yeah, that happens all the time, honestly.
yep.
Yeah,
It just most of the time that's how conversations happen. That's how you start conversations basically.
that
You
is
mention
true.
one thing and then everybody starts adding to it and you start thinking about other things as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Although
then you
I
start
feel
remembering
like
things.
yeah, I feel like sometimes like there is a line where people just remember something and then they tend to overshare. Like just details that just did not, or like a story that didn't really feel like I need to know this. Like I don't know what's a good example. Um, I guess it's
Oh,
like
like just too many details. Yeah, there is such thing as too many like
there's too much.
huge.
That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, Because I don't know if I ever, I guess I do that a lot where I tend to overshare something and then my brain realizes, like, dude, you said too much detail, cut it out. I'm like, oh, yeah. And they just try to wrap it up. Which kind of makes me question if I really do have ADHD or not. I'm kind of worried. Like, everything I do, I just, hmm
You just start thinking more of it.
yeah. Well, I don't know. It's like I don't know if you guys remember that TikTok trend where it's just like you know how like you get to story A and then story B, you just draw a straight line. But like when someone with ADHD tries to explain it plays out so like and
Mm.
it's just like going everywhere. And it's just like, oh yes, that's me. I'm like, that's me definitely.
Uh,
I tend to just get lost in my story because I'm explaining way too much of a certain point and just
yeah.
not wrapping it up at least. I mean, sometimes I catch myself doing it, but sometimes I get so much into a role I just cannot stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We forgot to introduce ourselves. My name is Javi,
Right.
and today I have here today is Catherine, Catherine with a C, and Victoria. Say hi, guys.
I don't like Catherine. She
Victoria.
sounds too white.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
I,
white person. Okay. All right, white skin. I get it. No, I'm just kidding. You ever met a Catherine?
no.
Yes,
Me too.
I've never met one.
I
I
have.
had, I had. I wouldn't say we were friends. I say it was just like I kind of knew her in middle school. That was pretty much it.
Mm.
But she was
Okay.
always like, I don't know. Like I remember her as like she was one of those people who were in a group of people who liked anime or just very. How would you describe it? Just, just into that and just stuff like that. But I remember like a lot
Mm,
of times she would get bullied a lot, and she would always fight back. She wasn't a quitter. She was always a hitter. Yeah, she would always get to beef with all
no.
the popular kids, the ones with makeup and stuff. You know, I don't know where am I going with this.
Anyways, so that's not
Hey.
actually our names.
No, yeah, of
And if
course.
you,
I just want to
yeah.
do that now on. Just start replacing names because it would be funny.
Oh yeah.
I want to
Maybe
see
Well,
how
immediately
far you
just
want. I
yeah.
want
Let's
to see
see.
how far
Let's
you're gonna go with with a V. I want to
yeah,
see.
exactly. I know, right?
There isn't many. Yeah.
I'm also curious, like the J, because I feel like there's a few names with J that doesn't exist. Like, there's like some, but it's like too obvious, like Jesus or John or Jose,
Jacob,
which
Uh,
yeah,
Jonathan.
J, which is still like a
Jerry,
it's like a longer
Jeremiah.
version of John. Okay, Jeremiah. Okay, all right. Let's not waste the
Josh.
ammo here.
Joshua. Okay.
Whoa! Slow down. You're wasting my ammo. Now I can't use those names anymore. Now that I said it,
Jack.
stop.
Oh.
Jack the Ripper.
Stop it. I'm gonna kill you.
Jalen.
Oh my god, you quit it. I'm losing opportunities.
Jerry.
Now I have to go with like different names that makes no sense to me. Oh my god. Anyways, so we got some topics to talk about. Let's just talk to them. Okay? Alright, cool. Yeah, you're right with that? Yeah, okay. Alright.
Wait, what?
So what's the worst place you've ever had to spend the night? What's the worst place you guys had
Worst
to spend the night at?
place.
The worst
Yeah.
place.
Or like, where's like somewhere that you spend at a night somewhere and it was just not a good time? They just like, I want to leave.
Um,
This place sucks. I don't care if I don't want to sleep here or something like that.
I think it would be at a stranger's house.
Why were you at
Like
a stranger's
my,
house?
I don't know. Well, I mean, they're a stranger to me, but not to my dad.
Hmm,
So,
that makes
uh,
sense.
I had to sleep over. And oh wait, no, they weren't a stranger's house. It was my aunt's house. It was my aunt's house, but
They
she
were
was.
strange.
But there was people there that I didn't know, so I was like, I didn't
like
know some of the
like
people that were
other
there.
family members or just friends of the family?
No, they're friends of the family.
Ah,
I don't
okay.
know. My family is complicated.
Yeah,
Uh,
we know. We got a track record. Well, slight track record, if I do say so myself. But yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
So
it's like
what was wrong? Well, why was it the worst place? What happened that night?
it wasn't the worst place, but it wasn't the safest place for me to feel. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't feeling that safe being there because I
Oh,
didn't know the people. Some of the
how
people were guys, so I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I had to
did
be
you
alert basically
did did you at least leave
in the morning.
eventually?
Yeah.
Oh, in the morning.
Well, I had to sleep there. You're saying if we sleep there?
No, yeah, of course. That's why I want to be. I just want to ask for detail about it.
Yeah.
Did you leave or did you not? And
Yeah, in the morning.
did you were you
In the
like
morning I
did you
left.
just like stayed up late because you just could not fathom the idea of just sleeping?
Yeah, basically. That's
That's
what
rough.
happened.
What about you,
Yep.
Ale? What was your worst time? Or
I
what's the
don't
place you
remember.
spent? That's how bad it was. I don't remember.
No, actually, because there hasn't been many places I've slept besides my house.
What about a
I
hotel?
don't remember. No, actually, staying at the it was pretty. I've only stayed at a hotel twice.
Really?
Yeah, and it wasn't that bad.
Hmm. Yeah. Um.
How about you?
Let's see. I could say there's been at least two times I just did not enjoy. Cause so one I remember clearly, we were at L.A. because we went to go visit a family member that passed away, and I think eventually at some point my parents were like, "Okay, we're gonna go," and then I found out like one of my, I guess it was my cousins, I guess, and I guess like I found out like that they had an Xbox, and I was like so excited to play it. I was like, oh, and I tried to convince my parents to be like, I don't want to go yet. I want to stay, and they were like, all right, I guess if you want to stay, that's fine. I don't know where they went. I think they said they were gonna go home and then come back or something. I have no idea how they explained it to me. But my sister stayed behind with me, so just in case anything went wrong or something like that. So I forgot how old I was. I could say I was pretty young when this happened, and so I stayed. I played the games, and then after that, um, we went to bed, and then somehow my brain, I just connected all together. It's like, oh wait, my parents aren't coming back. And just thinking that idea, I just start bursting crying because I was just so sad that my parents were gone, and I was just so distraught and destroyed. I was like, they left me all here all alone. When it was my idea, when I told them I want to stay, so and my sister was just trying to calm me down. I think my aunt, something like that, she called my parents just to talk to me just so I can calm down. And I think I woke everybody up at the middle of the night or something. So yeah, I burst into crying because I just did not want. I just realized my parents left me all alone.
Oh god.
uh, yeah, I just didn't had it, and I just like clicked. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna be all alone. No. Yeah, yeah. So that was one time, and the other time was the same thing. What was I crying about? There was another time where I did. We went over to a friend's house or apartment, I think,
Hmm.
and we stayed the night there. And then somehow I started crying for strange reason. What was I crying about? I don't even remember. No, I guess it was just attachment issues I had. I guess that's what I was crying about. Jesus.
You're
Uh,
going to buy Jesus?
yeah, I was crying about I was crying to Jesus. Like,
Jesus.
Jesus,
Jesus.
why? Why'd you let my parents be
Jesus.
gone? I want them back. Count them back. I don't want to be here. And it was funny too, cause like I had a good time when the sleepover. We yeah, because when we came over, we just got there early and we were just starting playing games. So I was already having a good time. So it's just like I don't know. At night, I guess my mind is open and just realizes things,
Mm.
which happens a lot. Like, do you ever guys like when you're about to go to sleep and then somehow you just think about something and you just reflect on it for so long and it keeps you awake?
Yeah. Most of the time it's things that were embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
So I
embarrassing
think about it and I'm
moments.
like, why did I do that? Or why didn't I say anything? Or why did
Yeah.
I? Yeah.
Yeah, my brain tends to just cringe at the moments of the stupid things I've done, and I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
why am I remembering this now? Or
Yeah.
or sometimes I would just think of my existential crisis, like, oh, that I don't live long. I don't know why that my brain goes to that point, and then I just start thinking about it way too much. I'm like, oh,
Yeah. Sometimes it's just like overwhelming with things. Or
yeah,
if the next day that I have to wake up early to do something, I'm just thinking about that. Or sometimes when it's
Oh
something
yeah.
exciting, and I'm like excited to go do something, I don't
mm,
want to go to sleep or something.
oh, I see.
Hmm.
Mm, do you guys usually plan your days? Like the next day, you
Yeah.
know what you're gonna do, or
Well, it used to more when we were going like outside,
Yeah.
like
yeah,
get our clothes ready and stuff.
go do laundry, go to this place.
Yeah. I also think about when I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do my
Oh
hair
yeah.
or something.
Like I time myself. Like I have this much time to do this, and then I have this much time to do that. I would. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm
Hmm.
I
that same
limit
way too.
myself.
I thought you were about to say that. It's like, oh, I time myself when I go in the shower. I gotta beat my record every time.
No, I'm.
Like,
Well,
I gotta
sometimes
be
I'm
faster. Uh huh.
like this morning. I was like, okay, I have 20 minutes max. I was out in 15. So
How long does it take you guys to shower?
Takes me a while.
Like, what's
it
the least time and the
depends.
longest time?
Depends.
It depends. It depends if I'm
Yes.
dirty. If I've been in bed all day. I would say for me, it's either 10 to 30 minutes. Because sometimes I just take my time. When it's 10 minutes, it's because like I'm in a rush and like I just instantly woke up and I just have to like speed wash myself. So I'm like scratching my head like crazy. I don't even get like all the good spots. I just try to get covered, just get everything covered and for my body too. And then that's pretty much it. But when I do take my like for the 30 minutes, it's when I take my time to clean myself up and just enjoy being in the shower and I shave and I put my shave balm and blah blah blah. Just enjoying. I don't know, doing self care. I guess.
Yeah. And then when I get out the shower, it's another whole thing. It's like,
That's true.
What do you mean by that?
well, like, hair. If I want to like do something with my hair, or later on, I'll put like a conditioning or something. I'll stay in conditioner.
Just put gel, dude. What are you complaining about? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only concern for guys. Just put gel. For the longest time, I never really put on gel. I always hated that stuff, and I don't.
Gel?
Yeah. Well, I think the problem was like every time when we had to go out for like like a special occasion or to look how do you say it? Dress. What's the word I'm looking for? What do they say in parties? Dress
Formal?
Yeah, formal. Um, when I was a kid, my dad he would always try to put gel on my head, but the difference between me and him is that I have a lot and he doesn't. So he just goes crazy with the gel and puts a bunch just so he can pull it all the way back. And he tries to do that with me, and I just look stupid. I just hate it because my forehead's exposed and it's just so big. And I'm just embarrassed by it. So as a kid, I just hated gel. I thought that stuff was stupid. It's like stupid paperwork, gel. Yeah,
They would,
and yeah, and it would get me, I guess, at times in trouble, or at least like give me a weird looking eye, because people like would be like in a formal occasion, and I'm just like my hair's messy because I didn't put gel. I just showered and that's it. I mean, I did brush it, but not enough to stop from the split, like my hair splitting apart and just having just this big poof popping out back of my head. So yeah, at times. But I slowly got into it and learned not to put so much. The trick is, guys, if you don't want to put too much gel in your hair, just make sure your hair is wet and then put the gel on. It'll make it dry and just it wouldn't be that noticeable. That's easy, and just let it dry for like a few minutes and then brush it and boom, you got a little floof. Yeah, cause like I see some people
and
who have
then
too, but uh-huh.
and then after hair products and stuff like that, I'll put on
Oh, she's
lotion,
not done yet. Oh.
lotion, and then
It's a big day
if
for her, man.
It really is.
lotion, and if I want, if I have one, a face mask.
And then
If not, I don't.
I cut me up some cucumbers and just put in my eyes. Yeah, I mean, I never really got into. I mean, I don't know. I feel like guys are so like at first. I feel like they don't care how they look or how their how their
Guys
skin
here
feels.
don't care what they look. Guys here. Other places they do. Like in
I mean,
Korea, they care about what they look about. They actually do face
well,
routines
I
and
feel
stuff
like
like that.
here's a mix, but I feel like it depends on your. I don't know. I feel like back then for me, uh, teenagers would just not care how their skin would look because honestly, there wasn't that much products for men or products for skin care or whatever. So it was a very limited time, and I guess that's why at that age, of course, there's not much you can do, especially when pimples were popping out. People just have freaking huge, just big pimples. I remember it was such a big deal. I would just freak out. Oh my god, it's got a pimple. And I'm like, yeah, it's there. And people would come up to me too, like back then, would just complain about their skin or their face. Like they always come to me, like, Javi, you got such nice skin. Like, how do you do it? I'm like, what are you talking about? I just put a bar of soap on my face. That's not even the most. That's the most laziest way of doing it. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I just got lucky, or at least had one big pimple, and that's it. But yeah, it was just miserable for everybody else. But I feel like now there's more products for men to take care of their skin, especially for their face or whatever. So, because I see it more popping up, and I really think to myself, like, man, no one really cared this much. Like, but these guys like maintain themselves so much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cause like now I'm like I feel like I'm slowly getting into that stuff. Just cleaning up my face with the face wash and the post shave balm from when I shave, so I don't get irritated, and yeah, slapping lotion wherever it's necessary.
That's another thing. I use witch hazel, like
Witch hazel?
wherever I shave.
What
Yeah,
is that?
witch hazel. It's like
Yeah.
I guess it's like a toner. I don't know what it is. It's supposed
Yeah,
to
you better
help with
you
like
better tone
razor
it.
burn.
Oh, okay. like, I was gonna say,
You were
I
gonna
was about to
say you
say,
better tone it down.
yeah. I was like, so yo, tone it down, my guy. There's a witch hunt going on. Don't be saying that stuff. Stick
Oh my God.
witchcraft to her face. Next, she's gonna tell us, "Oh, I got the fountain of youth. Look at this."
Oh my god.
Do you guys get self-conscious about what you're doing with your arms when you're walking? Don't know if I said that
No.
right. No?
Maybe not necessarily when I'm walking. Maybe when I'm doing other things, and I catch myself like my arms are in a certain position, and in my head I'm like, why is my arm? Why do I have my arms like this? What is the reason
Just
of me
floating
having
around.
them like this? Yeah, yeah, but not while walking.
I think the only thing I'm self-conscious when I'm like walking or something is my back. I feel like my back tends to curve when I'm walking, and then I'll like immediately stand up straight
Oh
because
yeah,
I know
yeah,
that I'm slouching or something.
yeah. You gotta. It's like, oh, he's looking hunchback.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I
And
get
then
that feeling too.
I look I feel like I look bigger or like chubbier when I do that, when I like slouch or something.
What? You're like you squinch up or something.
Yeah.
You like tensed. Like, mm,
Yeah.
no, definitely for me, I get very self-conscious about my arms. I don't know why. Like, it's like when I see like when I'm not walking normally or no one's looking at me. Of course, I walk fine. But I think you guys have noticed it too, where like I walk in a way with my arms, like it's just I don't know. I have no idea what it's like. I tend to I like overthink it about too much about it. It's like how should I walk or like I don't know how to describe why I feel this way.
You keep your fists. You always have fists when you're walking.
Yeah, you do. And
You
you
always
keep
with
your
your hand
arms are
closed.
like wide. They're
I
wide
tend to
open or
just
something.
yeah I tend to just like I just don't know what to do with my hands. Like I just don't like yeah I feel like I don't know if I should hold it as a fist or just let it be free. Or times I'm like I'll just put my hands in a pocket so that way I don't do anything weird with them. Yeah,
Yeah, you
that's usually
put
the
your
case.
hands in your pocket and then you waddle.
Yeah, you
I
do waddle.
walk. I waddle. What do you mean
Yeah, and like you
waddle?
open your arms and like the way you have them,
I don't know
very.
how
They're
or
far
what you
apart
do,
from
but
your
your legs
body.
end up waddling. You're like
Yeah.
going from side to side when you walk, when you have your hands in your pocket.
Yeah, I can never walk straight. I don't know. I get very self conscious how I look or how I walk. I don't know. What is it? I guess it's just like I'm very. I think about it too much and then I get nervous. So it's just like if I'm doing that stuff, it's because I'm actually nervous, even though I talk fine. But I'm, but deep down my body's just shaking. It's like, dude, what do I do? Where do I put my arms at? I don't know. It's because I think I keep trying to think like what's the normal way to walk. Like I don't know. How do walk? Yeah, I
I
mean I
think
don't know.
maybe the way I would, if I would walk, I don't want to walk with. Sometimes I feel like I walk too fast.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Is like I think everyone does that here. It's just we get so ahead out of everybody, and we just someone calls us like, "Hey, where you going?" It's like, huh? We're like 3 blocks away. We're just like, I'm sorry, I was just so focused on my walking. Do you guys like ever count like on the
Sidewalk?
what's it called? Mm-hmm. Like on the sidewalk on the lines or something.
Sometimes, yeah. When I look down, sometimes I try not to step on the line.
Mm-hmm. Try to be like super perfect.
Yeah.
The thing with me is that like I don't know why. I think like when I walk, I think about math. Like I walk, say if I'm walking like up to a line, and I just like okay, I count 2 steps, and then I count another 2 steps, and
I
then
don't
I
know
add those
why I
together, and I do
thought.
4. Uh huh.
I don't know why I thought. I
Yes, I
thought
also
you
do
meant like
math,
math, like
Cynthia. Is that what you're
geometry.
saying?
No, no, like
Oh,
I thought you meant like geometry.
Geometry?
or something, like you're doing some like calculations here.
It's like that's. I would think about the 90 degrees. No, 180 degrees. X coordinate to Y coordinate. X Y axis. No, I hate geometry. Stuff sucks.
What? Actually, geometry was one of the subjects. Like, was
It
one
was easier for
being a
us.
part of math that I actually liked.
I can never get the hang of it. I don't know what it was. I think it was just like.
I mean, it looks hard, but once you understand it, it's pretty
Once
easy.
you have the formulas.
Yeah.
Ugh, I hate formulas. There's some I don't hate, but there's just a lot that I don't like. I don't remember the ones in geometry that much. Except like no, it's not really a formula. The circumference of a circle. It's not
What's
really
funny is that we had a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, okay, so in freshman year we had a teacher and she was really nice. I mean, he was really nice. He was really funny too. Whatever he would give us was pretty simple for us to do. But the next year or a few years after, we had another teacher. She was Asian. What was she? I don't know. But she was very strict. Like, she was so strict with everybody. There was this one guy that came in and he was doing something and they were correcting his homework or something. And she's like, "Are you? Oh my God, what is that called?"
Ya ni te acuerdas. You don't even remember.
You mean the slur?
Dyslexic.
Oh. Oh. It's like, okay.
I know. It was so random and out of nowhere. She's like, "Are you dyslexic?" And he's like, yeah, a little bit. And she's like, "Could you tell?" And she's like, "Yeah, you could tell." And then she went back to correcting his homework. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, that was so..." She said it super loud though. I was like, "Why does she have to say it that loud? What if he's embarrassed about it or something?" And she just like blurted it out, and in like a mean way too. I was like, "Ooh, okay." I was really scared. I was scared to have her, but in the end, she started to like me, and I was like trying to get her to like me because I was like, I hope that she gets to like me. That way, she doesn't like fail me or something. You know what I mean? Or something happens and she ends up failing me. So I helped her once, and she was like, there's something wrong with her leg, and I helped her to her car and put everything. I was doing it to be nice, but I also didn't want her to hate me like the
She was
other
doing
guy.
for brownie points. Like, okay, teacher's pet.
I mean, I was being nice, but no, it's
Yeah, that's why
funny,
you are a
like,
teach's pet. Everyone's not nice to their
yeah.
teacher.
But you know
Somehow
what? The thing is, I was so mad because afterwards she didn't even put my credits in. I had to go up to her again and have to go ask her for the credits because she didn't put it in my the report or whatever.
She's like, huh? What? Take the class again. What are you talking about? She's
I was like,
what?
you didn't put my credits in, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you're right. I'm gonna put them in." And I was like,
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know. Are you dyslexic, teacher?
"No."
That would have been such a burn. Like, oh, that would have been so funny. She's like, yeah, it's payback time.
But I don't know. I think she was just like, because she had more of an accent too. She was probably a little bit more like if she had just gone there. I don't know. But she ended up being really nice. She was just mean with the kids that didn't do their work, which is pretty like obvious.
Wait, ¿quién?
Why she would be mean? Huh?
¿Quién? Who?
What's her name? I don't know. I don't want to say her name because maybe
You can say it. I'll cut it out.
I don't know. I don't remember her name though.
You say it. I like how you're just gonna tell Vale and then just not tell her because you
would tell
actually
her.
legit forgot. Do you not know
I
her?
don't know.
Love that.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
She was our
Cool.
last teacher.
Oh God.
Oh. Oh, okay.
She was at our last.
Ah, okay. I do remember you telling me. You're like, wait, you have the credits and I don't. What the heck? You're like,
I was so mad. I was like,
you're
why
like,
do
I'm
I
gonna go
not
tell
have
her
the
right
credits?
now that I need my credits. I'm gonna tell her right now.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I don't know. I mean, I got mine.
I know. I was like, why do not? Okay. Yeah. It was her and another teacher also didn't put my credits. Like they forgot totally about me. I think did they give it to you? Did they miss you one? I don't think so.
Mm.
I think you got all your credits. But I had to go to 2 teachers because they forgot my credits. But yeah.
Yeah, she did.
Wait, what were we talking about?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I
Oh,
don't know.
math.
You guys just were talking about math. You just went to a tangent
oh,
about
it's because we were talking about walking, and then on the
yeah.
sidewalk, and then Javi thought he said he thinks of math, and then we said geometry.
I thought that's a fact. Excuse you. I didn't thought of doing math. I legit did
Oh,
math.
I mean, he does math when he walks.
Just
Anyways,
yeah. Do you guys get attached to inanimate objects or things and get sad or feel guilty when when you replace them? Like, do you get just attached to just
to things
whatever you
in
have?
general.
Yeah, yeah, to things in
Yeah,
general. Like, say, like a plushie, and you just think of it as your friend, and you want to get him away.
I have things that I don't need. But when I think about how I got it, or if someone gave it to me, it's like, oh, well, I don't want to throw it away.
Mm.
So
Or if
then
it's something,
a part of me is like, feels guilty if I do. So then I just keep it.
or if it's something you had from when you were a child.
Oh, yeah. I have things when I was a kid and I don't want to throw it away. Because I see it and then I remember the moment I got that thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm have a hard time throwing away things. Even as a kid, like even just the littlest thing to me is like it just means a lot because it just holds like of how much I value it, I guess. Or it's mostly just yeah, just how much I value put on it, like how much I think about it, how much it reflects my life. So I'm just like I'm not willing to throw this away. There's like no way to convince me. But there are times where I'm like I do have to get rid of stuff because you can't keep everything in here in this
Yeah, of
house.
course.
Sometimes you gotta say goodbye to those things, and it's not easy.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the other day, like I was helping my dad sell a car to somebody, and I was able to get to the people to sign or just buy the car. So yeah, I gave him the key and everything and stuff like that. And then somehow in my mind, the moment I went to bed, I just thought like, oh, I guess I'm not gonna see that car again. And I realized, why am I holding such attachment to this car? I never even drove the thing. Like just seeing it go just made me feel a little bit sad. I don't know why. But I did that a lot as a
Yeah.
kid. Like I
Mm-hmm.
say, I still have things in my house or in my room right now that I still have since I was a kid. For instance, like my plushie toy that I had since I was a little child. Still have that thing. He has not gone away since and he will never leave my side.
The Build-A-Bear one thing. You know those stuffed animals? The
Build a bear?
Build-A-Bears? Yeah, I got that
Yeah.
like when I was 9, I think. Or 10.
I never
I
really
still
went
have it.
into Build a Bear. Like I
That
saw it all
was
the time in the
mm-hmm.
mall, but I never really went inside to go check it out.
That was the time I got that one. That was the last time I went in one. And it was my first and last time.
Your first and last.
My parents always
Yeah.
said, "We don't have money. Let's go get candy."
Did I just say it like that? We don't have money. Let's go get candy.
Yeah.
You'll just get it. You'll just eat it, and you'll forget about it,
Yeah.
and then you
They
start
would give
holding
me
resentment.
jawbreakers. You know
Um,
that candy store in the mall? Used to have a bunch of different candies. That
Yeah.
was a cool store.
yeah, I see it all the time. That's another store I never went inside. Like, there's like so many stores in a mall, but I rarely will go into them. Only like ones are like the big ones, like for example, Macy's or J.C. Penney. Like, of course, I would go into those because they have clothes and stuff. Although there's other like local or smaller shops you can go to and get the same thing, but I would just
Uh,
go to those big ones instead. I mean, mostly mainly because my parents, because they have a membership there, so of course they would go inside and get the deals and whatever. Like, like if you really think about it, like what's a store that you haven't really been to the mall that's near us? Like what's a store that
Mm.
you see all the time and just like, man, I wish I could go in there, but I never do.
At the mall?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, let me think.
Like, have you ever been to the Lego store?
Yeah, once I think, or
Okay.
twice. A
Oh,
long time
oh,
ago.
you know what's one that those hat shops. I never went inside one of those. Well, mainly because why would I get a hat? They're all like sports.
That's right. Yeah. Of
Oh
course.
yeah.
Like why?
I would never go into those. What's another one?
One?
I think
Hmm.
that's it.
So you would say, you went all in the stores?
Oh, the most of the jewelry stores for
Oh
obvious
yeah, literally.
reasons.
Don't have
Um,
money.
yeah,
You
like
guys ever went to
Pandora or
I think
you
we've
guys
been.
ever went to that
I've
Gap
been
store?
into Pandora just to look at the things. So I've
I've
never
been
been
in
like.
that other one. There's another one, but that's it. And just to see everything I can't afford.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's that one store? I'm trying to remember what's it called. Like, I think it used to be called the Gap store.
Gap?
Oh
It was like
yeah,
Oh,
nearby.
that's still
It was
there.
nearby the.
that's still there.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was still existed. Like, that's a store I see all the time, but yeah, again, never went inside.
That one I
What's
do because
another
my
one?
mom likes that one.
I would only go to the mall because Vale.
Me.
Vale's always
That's
going
Because
to the
true.
Violet
mall.
always going into the mall. She's always in every
Yeah.
single one of them, except for the hats.
My mom doesn't like going to the mall. When she does, it's because she looks nice or something and she wants to go to the mall and go walk around.
And
But other than that, yeah, no.
my mom
Yeah, I
actually
legit
does
go to
like
the
going to the
mall.
mall.
Yeah, I go to the mall to get stuff.
No, I don't.
Mm. Oh, I know it's a store I haven't been to. Victoria's Secret. I can't go in there all alone.
Oh,
Like, oh yeah,
Alone.
I'm just looking for a gift for a friend. What's her size? Would you know?
uh,
That's just weird. It would just be weird
yeah.
handling somebody who is like, "Hey, do you have this in size A?" Like a guy just asking this, like, "Huh? Why are you asking? It's not gonna fit you."
Well, I mean,
Unless
they would ask like, is it for your girlfriend or something? Or
he's
like,
like, it's like, yeah,
it
something
would
like
be
that.
weird if it was a dad going to buy
oh,
it for
that's
a
true. It
daughter.
would. That yes.
For his daughter, how
That
would
would
that?
not be right.
Yeah,
That no.
That's where you draw the line of being. Oh, that's weird.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
that
weird.
is weird. That is
Especially if it's something like
yeah.
lacy or something, weird. I don't know. It would.
I think it'd be weird if it's somebody's. I think it'd be weird if it was like a friend. Honestly, it's just weird. It's just plainly weird. If I'm just.
If it's a friend, then I would be fine with it because it's like
Well, I was gonna take it
it
up a
doesn't
notch
really
by saying
matter.
I was gonna say take it up a notch where the friend asks for the dad's daughter or something like that. And it's like that's just weird. Like, why are you asking for that when the dad could just ask that instead for his daughter? Why are you doing this?
No,
know?
it like in yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, she don't know, but yeah.
Basically, in some way or another, it's weird, but kind of not. I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I
Don't
think
ask
it
us
depends on the
this. We don't know.
situation.
Yeah, it does.
We're not experts of just going inside and asking, "Hey, do you have this?"
Yeah.
Like, do you guys have to like
Yeah.
prepare yourselves to like mentally to ask somebody like if you're
I
lost
have
or
to
don't
prepare
know where to look?
myself to try on the whatever they give us. Because they'll put you in the back and they'll like it sounds weird,
What?
but they put you in the
What
back
do you mean put you in the
Hold
to
on.
back?
try on like
Hold on.
the fitting rooms, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah.
Because there they literally like touch you and they're like
What?
they're like measuring you and everything.
Why are you letting them
Because they have
touch
to
you?
see if it fits. They have to see if it fits. So basically, you're there, and
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
true.
know.
I don't want them
Mm.
watching. Well, I don't. I don't want them
I
watching
don't want
me
them to see
looking
me.
weird in it.
Uh-huh.
It's like I don't want them
Yeah.
watching this pair of pants
Funny.
just not fitting. My stomach is like squeezing me. I look like a dough dairy boy. Like you see all that. You see all that fat. Like no, don't look at me.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
can
Violet,
imagine.
have you ever tried one on? They
Tried
have
what
to
on?
like come and see it. Like what?
A Victoria's Secret?
Yeah.
No, I've never tried anything on
Really?
because I've always been scared to actually try something on there. I don't know why. I feel
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
you should be. They're gonna touch you everywhere.
Yeah. Basically, they touch you
I've
because they have to
never. I don't
see if
know.
it fits. So they'll put like the measuring tape and stuff.
Well, now
but-
I know.
She
Huh?
comes in. She comes in. Okay. So basically,
Okay.
you put on whatever, and then they'll come in to the door. They'll knock on the door, and they're like, "Oh, are you done? Have you put the thing on already?" And I was like,
Could you
"Okay,
give me
yeah,
a sec?
I guess."
Be like, why are you going so fast? Hold on.
Exactly. We haven't even wine and dine first, you know. But basically, then she comes in. She's like, "Oh, do you feel that it fits or something or blah blah, right?" And then she'll measure it and stuff like that. And if it fits, it fits. And if it doesn't, she'll come and bring you something else instead. But yeah, that's
I
basically how
see.
you try on stuff at Victoria's
All
Secret.
right. All right. Now I know.
Yeah, basically.
Good to know.
I kind of feel that same
Okay.
way when I had to get on suits. I don't know sometimes
For suits.
because like I feel like for suits it's like it's very easy just to grab one because they're they're just everywhere. They just grab one and go. However, my dad he would go up and ask them for suggestions. I'm just like, I don't need this guy's opinion. I could just figure it out myself. And then I think we've done it a couple
I can
times.
imagine
And,
your dad.
I see
though.
your dad. Yeah.
yeah,
He'd be
I
like,
just
"What do you
cringe and was
think?
like,
What do you think?"
like, hi, I'm looking for a size for my son. Just him and his broken English, it just kills me. At times, like, yeah, I mean, probably you, Violet, you probably try to have this where your mom tries to speak English, right? Or at
Mhm.
least ask. And you just laugh at the, just, like, inside, you're just like, I want to laugh because this is funny how
Yeah.
they're talking.
Yeah.
My grandma.
It is funny.
I remember once my grandma would ask something. She'll be like, "Do you?" They were asking her something about a massage or something, and she's like, she was asking for something about giving massages or something, and I
Massage?
couldn't translate. I didn't know how to translate what it was. So
Mhm.
I said messages. Is there anything for messages? I
For
couldn't.
messages?
My grandma was looking for a foot massager. And I said, is there anything for foot messages?
When I said my
Oh
grandma's
my
foot,
gosh.
can you send an emoji?
Oh my gosh.
The poor lady was so confused. She was so confused. She's like, I don't think we have that. Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
I hate it more when it's just like, yeah, it's like that where it's like
Well,
your parents tell you a word, and like they tell you, it's like, tell them what's that. It's like, but and you don't know what that is at the
Mhm.
same time.
Mhm.
It's like I don't know how to say it. and they describe it to you. Sometimes you do know what it is, but sometimes like their description is very cryptic or just like not enough detail. So you're just also confused. Like I don't know what they're looking for. I'm sorry to bother you.
Yeah.
Or my mom she doesn't even describe what the thing is. She just says, it's it, that, and just points at it. I mean, she could be pointing at anything. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, that. Ask them, what is that? Or like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know what you're asking me to do. Like, I'm under so much pressure right now.
Yeah, I think at some point my dad
And then she
just
gets
doesn't
angered
ask us.
or like mad.
She gets mad with me because I don't know what she's talking about. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't read your mind right now. I
I don't know what you're
I don't
speaking
have that power. But she surprises me sometimes. She can have a conversation in English with someone, and that person can actually understand her.
Mm-hmm.
Like she can talk with someone for a long time, and I'm just there like, all right,
She's
I'm
like,
not needed
yeah.
anymore.
And what about
All
it?
right.
And what about it? I'll do it again. That's her.
Speaking of topics, I don't know if you remember something that you said you had a topic, but you didn't say it because Violet wasn't here. I don't know if you remember that. That was a long time ago, I feel like.
Oh
At
my
least-
gosh, my presence was needed. Wow.
Yeah, your
your
presence was needed.
Yes, when we just had a duo podcast. It was just us two. Do you remember?
Us three, you mean? Wait, what?
You said you had a topic.
Oh, yes.
Would you like to
It
speak
was about what is
Mhm.
considered attractive. Because
I was
okay,
needed for
so
this.
the thing is,
I was needed
Okay.
for this.
Okay, go on.
Okay,
everyone.
go on.
Okay, so basically, everyone. I mean, most of the people are unique, right? Everybody's
Okay,
unique.
so
They have
let
their
me
own
get this straight.
features.
Let me get this straight. When you're talking about what is considered attractive, are you talking about a person's uh appearance? Is that what you're saying, or what do you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean appearance by like social media or basically like society.
Okay.
What is considered attractive? Because they'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
you haven't seen a person before. You've never seen this person. You haven't seen their features. You haven't seen anything about them, and yet you consider someone attractive, or you don't consider them attractive. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to explain it.
Okay,
But there's
so
just
how
it's just weird to me
Mm.
that there is something that some people that are attractive and some people that are not attractive, because you've never seen that person or their features. How would you know if they're attractive or not?
so wwhat's the
Or
concern
maybe
here?
they're
Is it like is there
What is
like
the problem? I don't see it right now.
cuz like it's like is there like how like because I'm trying to explain it too how do you see it is it are you saying like is there an issue of attractiveness when um like everyone has different views or it's just like how everyone perceives attractiveness is not true like so everyone says like oh this person's attractive it's like that's not true I don't see this person attractive at all everyone says this person is attractive but that's because they have millions of likes or they have hundreds and thousands of followers
that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Yeah, basically. That's
so
what
in
I
a way
mean.
it's like a way of saying like the idea of attractiveness is like very overrated because there's just
Yeah.
so many because I can understand what you mean especially like when it's like oh you never seen this person before it's like oh of course yeah I've never seen them I feel like to me it's like if I really think in my view of like what do I see as attractive especially specifically in social media I just feel like well I don't know because There's millions and millions of girls who are always posting. There's always new accounts, new people's, new. There's always something new. There's never the same. Well, there's somewhat the same thing. Like there's some people who look exactly the same. Like you ever seen that where people just like I've seen them
Oh
before. It's
yeah.
like, but they look slightly different. Either their face or something about their features different, or their how their body's built. It's just like something. There's always something
How their
different.
bodies built.
They're built
Yeah,
different.
They're
yeah,
built
because
different.
some people are very skinny, some people are very husky, some people are just chunky, I guess, if you want to say it like that. But my point is like, there's always something different, but
Hmm.
there's always such a big line of what is considered attractiveness. I
Yeah,
think
that's what I
it's
mean.
I think social media is just hard to compare because yeah, as I said, there's millions and millions of people posting
That's
every
what
day
I'm
of
saying. I
selfies.
don't
It's
understand sometimes with like society when they say something's attractive if it ends up just being like someone looks the same. In the end, I feel like it's just the person has to be like small,
Yeah.
small everything, small nose, small everything. You know what I mean? Small body, being skinny, being. In the end, it's just like something that's similar to everything every day. But it shouldn't be that way. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't understand why it's that way because,
because that's what social media has done.
yeah, that's
It's not something we can control. It's like there's a thing about social media that no one really thinks about is that there's opportunity of so much creativity and meeting so many different kinds of people and cultures and whatever the sort. There's a benefit to it, but there's also a bad side to it where there's it can be so chaotic or it can be so manipulative where it's just like like
Hmm.
saying for instance the idea of attractiveness like it's like okay that's easy you got to be young, you got to be
there's
skinny,
a
you got
certain
to have
standard.
like very nice makeup, you have a very like have to have like it just it just generalizes everything of what's considered
Yeah.
attractive because they're just focused on these little things because that's what people are liking the most or that's what people are commenting the most. It's the
Hmm.
numbers. That's basically it. People just look at the numbers and that's why me people say it's like oh yes they're attractive because how much followers they have, how much likes they have. But it's like
Hmm.
if you really think about it, it's like that's not really true and that's what social media has done to people's at times it can
Yeah.
be it's nice but at the same time it could be a little bit brainwashing and very at times dangerous. So
Hmm.
yeah, because in all
Yeah.
things
So that was
like
my concept. The thing
y-
that I wanted to do.
that's true.
I don't know. I was thinking about it. I was washing the dishes and I was like, but there's people that are pretty. Obviously, we haven't seen them before. Maybe it's because of the unique pictures. I don't know. There's just so many
Would you say that
um,
because like
beautiful people, but
I don't know
it's just so
uh
sad
huh
that's how it is. That's just
Yeah.
that's how the
I
world
see what
is.
you mean.
Yeah.
yeah I mean I feel like it's that same way because like I can agree that most I
I
could say
don't mean
some
just for
of our guy
girls though. I
friends.
mean it.
Like guys, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I
mean
was
it.
just saying
Yeah,
on
in
my view, but
general.
well, how would you say for guys then? If you guys want to elaborate more on that, because I know for me, as a guy, I'm saying about girls, but how is it for
It would go the
guys?
same way
Differently for you?
for guys.
What's
Because
the
even for
general?
guys,
Uh huh.
they would be like they have to be built or something, or they have to be tall. But it
Yeah.
doesn't
Or muscular?
muscular.
Yeah. They
When
have to be pretty.
yeah, pretty. That's basically it. They want them to be pretty. They don't
Hmm.
want them to be like looking.
Like
I
forget
don't
the
know.
personality. They just have to look pretty.
All in all, it just sounds just competition.
Hmm.
If you really
Yeah.
think about it, everyone's
Even
competing to the
though
top.
everybody has their own unique features, um,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand how that considers them. Well, now I do. Now, obviously now I do. But
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like resonate with that. Just like I wish, like, you feel like I wish people understands like this is not what's attractive. Like everyone has different tastes, everyone has different likes or
Yeah.
dislikes, But really, there's just not much you can do to change someone's mind about that. I feel like
Yeah.
you can make it clear, but is it gonna be enough to change that? No, because it's way too big to fix. Nor is it
Mhm.
like it's not really an issue when it's honestly has gotten people to jobs like such as fashion or modeling. So there's no there's no good, but there's no bad to it either. Yeah, it's very
Mhm.
complicated if you ask me. It's very broad, but it's somewhat of an issue. I think it's more of an issue when like people say, or you ever get those people where it says like, "Oh, this person's attractive," they show it to you, and you're just like, no, they're not attractive. I'm sorry, and they get a heated
Yeah.
debate about it. Yeah, like that. I feel like that's when
Well,
it's
it's
just
because of
like,
everybody's
yeah.
is
I
different.
just feel like for me is like as a guy, like I feel like I see it all the time with other guys. They just compare and contrast girls, which is in one way dumb and stupid because it's just like why are you guys competing? She doesn't even know you. It's like why are you trying to defend her when she doesn't even recognize that you exist? Like what's the point?
Yeah.
And it's always that I hear that too. It's like, well, they got a bunch of followers. Like, it don't matter. Do you think she cares about all those people? Probably a few, but not everybody. She can't worry about a million followers. She can do her best to look good, and that's it. And reach out to the ones that are close, but there's not much she can do about that. I don't
Mhm.
know. It's yeah. Honestly, when I think about it, it's just confusing
It's
and
confusing and
complicated.
depressing. So,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah,
that was yeah.
like who you like what you like. That's it,
Like what you
guys.
like, do what you do,
Don't yeah. Don't
and
be worried
don't
if like
shame
if
others
you
for.
yeah if you follow this person because they look attractive, that's fine. Just don't make it into you know who's the hottest girl in the world and start comparing it. Don't do that. Just be chill. Well, I don't know. I feel like we said our opinion, but like Violet, what did you think about this?
I agree.
I agree.
She was a long pause. I agree.
Yeah, I'm just like
I
uh
agree. Um, you waited for me just to say I agree.
well, I don't know. I mean,
No,
if you have not much to say of what we already covered, that's fine. I get it.
yeah, no. I mean, I see what you mean. And I do agree because like nowadays, like I don't. Everything's just around evolves around social media,
Hmm.
and it's like what life is that? Just living to be known by people, and I don't know. I don't know. I I know. I'm sorry.
Hmm. No,
I'm
I
not
know.
expressing myself, but yeah, yeah. That's all I
Yeah,
gotta say. I'm sorry.
it's a
Yeah,
very complicated world, honestly. There's not
yeah,
it's not something we can truly understand or really get. It's just I don't know. Social media has always
yeah,
been crazy with
yeah.
this kind of stuff. So yeah, it's not that easy going into this. But yeah, guess that's pretty much sums it up. Because like I mean I would have asked like what do we consider attractive, but that's different. That's but to say overall what's the general attractiveness, I don't can't really understand that either. Well, anyways, guys, so that'll be it for today. Thank you for listening. Be sure to check us out and all the other services that we're available at. Check our Twitter. I mean, we're just pretty just much checking it, putting up updates and stuff, and when we release episodes. But yeah, go ahead and check it out. If you want to be full on ahead. Sorry, I almost choked there. Well, guys, that's it. Take care. Love y'all. See y'all next time. Bye bye.